and welcome to Decoding the WSL, the podcast all about the stats and facts in the WSL. Today, we have a little bit of a bonus episode. We're halfway through the season now, and I thought we talk a lot about the stats and facts of the games, but do we talk about the stats and facts of the aerial fantasy games? Not as much as I would like. So I have brought some little interesting tidbits with me as we take a review on how the first half of our seasons have gone through the eyes of the three very successful fantasy managers I have with me. I do not include myself in that bracket. I have Jacob, who is currently sitting pretty at 31 in the Decoding the WSL League, I believe. How are you feeling, Jacob? How does it feel to be really good at aerial fantasy?
I just feel so honoured, first in aerial fantasy, first in know your stat. I mean, it's going pretty well.
Yeah, life is good for Jacob. So yeah, everything's sweet over there. And next up we have Tom, who, despite knowing everything about everything in women's football, is not first in the league. However, did very successfully in the last week, as we will have spoke about in the previous pod. Lots and lots of points coming for you from your captaincy. Tom, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, Izzy. Yeah, it's almost as if I don't know as much as everyone says I do. It's been a. Yeah, I don't know if it's. I just haven't had as good a season as I usually or have been able to have in the last few years of the game. So, I'm hoping to pick up my form in the second half of the season, but I'm still really enjoying it, though.
I mean, is that the main point? No, you need to win, but I'm glad you're having fun. And finally, he's once again not in the hot seat. It's the creator of Decoding the WSL's league, but not the leader of it. It's Sam.
I very nearly ended up leading it last season. When I
you did do very well, didn't you, last season?
I did really well. I think I finished about 150 in the world, which if I could end up doing that again this season would be fantastic. Because I think I'm just outside the top 200 at the moment, which I still think is pretty good. I was over 1,000 not that long ago, but I've now played a few of my chips, so I've not got too much else I can do now.
Everything can change from here on. We've got unlimited transfers over the winter break, so you can make as many changes as you would like. And obviously that will include any new people who come into the game as the transfers unfold. So I thought it would be nice to take a bit of a review, see how our seasons have gone so far. It sounds like Jacob's happy with how things are going. Tom and Sam, not so much. Sam, I'm going to ask you about your chip choices. So you've used your triple captain, as we spoke about last time on the pod, your Olsen special. How many points do you get for that?
I got 42 points this week, so 14 points tripled.
Yeah, that's nice. And what other chip did you use?
I used the wall last week.
And how did that work out for you, Sam?
That didn't go too bad. It probably couldn't have gone much better, to be honest. I was only 10 points off the top scorer in the world last week. I had Kasparai captain, keeping a clean sheet. And then I also had Becca Knack as well that I transferred in. She got 16 points last week. She got the extra visionary points as well. Lots of points from Kirsty Hansen, Olivia Holt. But I did have 2 Chelsea defenders that didn't play, which wasn't ideal when you play the wall.
Nice. And Jacob, I want to ask you, what's the secret to your success?
My secret is probably, as I said on the review show, Captain Bunny Shaw every week. It probably goes out. No, I think the kind of 2 best players that I've had in my team are probably Alba Fagino and Toka Koga. To be honest, Koga's been in my team since game week 1 actually, and obviously Spurs have had quite a good defence this season. We've kept 4 clean sheets, and Koga has scored a goal as well. So quite a few weeks she's got me points, and she's relatively lowly owned, 11.57%. And I bought Fagino in relatively early on game week 4 when Lauren Hemp got injured, and I think she's been a really good scorer. I'm just having a look back at my game week 1 team, and it looks so drastically different to what it looks like now. I had Shakira Martinez in at the beginning. I had Celine Bizet at the beginning. I had in my game week 1 team, I had Maz Pacheco's 11-pointer on the bench.
Oh yeah,
that was fun. So yeah, a lot's changed in 10 weeks, but I think it's. I also played the Wall last week and got those 20 points for Kasparai. So yeah, it's going pretty well.
And actually, on the topic, we'll come on to some more personalized stats later on in the pod, because in the interests of, I feel like our listeners listen and take our advice every week. Well, hopefully they take our advice when it comes to aerial fantasy. So they kind of deserve to know how we are performing ourselves and whether our advice is actually worth taking. Jacob, you say that your secret to your success is captaining Bunny Shaw, but actually, in terms of points gained by a captain, you are third out of the 4 of us in terms of points gained by a captain. It's no surprise that I'm last as well, but I feel like at this point we just take that as a given. Tom and Sam have both managed to get 152 points from their captaincy picks this season. Jacob only 136, so you clearly haven't been captaining Bunny Shaw enough, to be honest.
Can I just say something on the captaining Bunny Shaw? That I've just been looking through Jacob's teams from the last few weeks, and the last 3 weeks, Bunny Shaw has been his top scoring player, and none of those 3 weeks has Bunny Shaw been his captain.
We're just exposing Jacob on this podcast.
Jacob, have you used your triple captain yet?
No, I haven't. And what I was actually going to say, because I saw that Arsenal are playing in like the Women's Champions Cup. So I mean, Izzy, I'm sure you can confirm, but I reckon that will probably be a double for Arsenal, and that game that's being rearranged is at home to Leicester. So there's potential opportunity to use it on an Arsenal player, as much as I hate to say it.
Wow. Can neither confirm nor deny. Okay, so what are we thinking? Let's talk about the winter break, because obviously now we've got 26 days, I think, till the next game week, and we've got unlimited transfers. Sam, who is leaving your team first and foremost? Let's start off negative and end on a good note.
Okay, so who's leaving my team? I think we're probably going to have to part ways with Millie Bright. She's been pretty good for Chelsea so far this season. They've not conceded that many goals, but we've seen that she's not playing every minute like she did last season. She got rested for their loss against Everton. So she'll probably come out, as will Livia Peng will probably come out, because I think we're expecting Hannah Hampton to be back in the new year. Other people that I'm considering bringing out but haven't really made any final decisions yet. Jess Park, just because she's quite expensive at 8.5 million. Same with Caldente at 10.1. She's not been sort of hitting the same heights that she did last season, albeit getting a lot of bonus points still. And because of Arislani, I think as well at 6.7, she's not the most expensive, but I think in a forward position where you don't get that many players, obviously there's only 3 to pick from, and they tend to be the highest scoring players on the team. I think there might be better value in there somewhere. But other than that, there's no one that's like jumping out to me at the moment that I'm definitely going to get rid of. But I am intrigued to see what happens over the next few weeks and as sort of teams come back. Something that is a little bit annoying this year is that the obviously can't really help it, but the WSL starts quite early on in the transfer window. So there's going to be other players that come in during January that who knows who they might be at this point. But I'm sure they might be people that we want to put in our team, and yeah, we're not going to know who that is. So there might be a few sort of rogue decisions for who I bring in. I haven't quite decided who they're going to be yet, but some rogue decisions of who I bring in, so that if I need to take them out, there's probably a new signing coming in that I can replace them with.
Nice. So on the subject of new signings, Tom, Sinja Gopset, is she going straight in your basket no matter what the price?
Certainly very tempting. I do think that I'll have a Tottenham triple up when we start up again.
Ooh.
Mainly because their fixtures, their top first 4 fixtures are better than anyone else's, I think, in the league. So I think Tottenham have, Leicester at home, Liverpool away, West Ham away. So 3 of the bottom 4 in their first 3 games back. So I think it's worth tripling up on them. I'd be considering Gopse. I think I'd probably want to, because I have a feeling, the way managers kind of give them a bit of a chance to settle in. I might err on the side of caution and go for an Olivia Holt instead, but I'm not sure. We'll see. But definitely looking at Tottenham players, probably like Kikoseke as well as another one on my radar, because Brighton have quite nice fixtures too, and maybe London City Lionesses as well, because they got both Merseyside clubs. But I think you know what? She probably will be over Christmas. A mulled wine. I'll be like, Senior Gopse, get her in the side.
There's going to be some severe drunk fantasy transferring. Christmas Day, go on then.
So, get her in the team.
Well, I can tell you wouldn't be completely wrong to triple up on Tottenham, as Jacob is our resident Spurs fan and leader of all things fantasy. I will give you a nice stat, which is that in terms of total points won by fantasy players this season, so the players, how many points they're getting, Tottenham are the best of the rest. So Manchester City, unsurprisingly, have earned a collective 659 points since game week 1. Chelsea are then second with 600, so quite a sizable. I think that 59 difference is just like Bunny Shaw's last game, basically. We then have Arsenal, who are at 574, and United at 572. But Spurs are in 5th, so they have actually earned a collective 555 this season so far. And that seems to pretty much mirror the table in terms of goals scored. Chelsea are pipping the other clubs, I think, based on clean sheets, as we've discussed before, and I suspect things like bonus points have come into that as well. Can you guess who the lowest scoring team might be?
I reckon Leicester.
I was going to say Leicester as well.
Yeah, me too, to be honest.
No, Leicester actually are only 10 points behind, 20 points behind Spurs. They have done. It's not. It's actually Liverpool. They have only got 357. West Ham are next up on 382. Leicester have got 535 points on fantasy this season. And Aston Villa are just above that on 547. But that is the visionary effect. That is, you've got to take into account those visionary points, guys. That is the visionary effect. So Leicester, highly recommend looking into that one on your winter break, because there's some really, we spoke about Shannon O'Brien on the last pod, but I think there's some nice little gems still in there that maybe have gone undiscovered. So that's a little overview of what's happened this half, in the hopes that it can guide what you do over the winter break, because personally I think I'm going to be sticking with, I'm just loading up on Man City. I think, to me, that just feels like the fail. I'll just put Bunny Shaw in every position. Manchester City, actually, the total, they've earned us for the most points. So in terms of looking at all 4 of our teams over the last 11 game weeks, City have earned us 664 points. And in second place, United have earned us 347. That's literally double, which is kind of crazy. I've got a note here. The lowest, we weren't a fan of West Ham. They've earned us 13 points overall. I've got a note next to Liverpool. 144 points sponsored by Beata Olsen, because I feel like that was 2 triple captains and a captain and I didn't captain her, but she was in my team. So I thought that was interesting.
But so she got 126 points this week.
There we go. Where have the other 18 come from? I'm not sure.
Probably just her the previous week.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to keep her in, to be honest. I think she might be going out during my season. It depends who I want to bring in that position. But I think, I don't know if I think she won't be a visionary next time. So as far as I'm concerned, if she's not a visionary, I can't be taking risks like this.
Can I ask a visionary question?
Yes.
If someone's a visionary now,
yes,
as in once the last game week started, does that carry over till after Christmas?
Yeah, because it's essentially just the next game week. We just have unlimited transfers for a one-off period. Yeah,
that's good to know. That means Rebecca Knack is keeping her place in my team.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only reason she's there with her bloody red card. Oh, not red card, yellow card. But they will all transfer over. Brighton, Leicester, and West Ham. We weren't a fan of any of them. They came very low down in our sort of total points. I should say as well that between the 4 of us, we shared 90 players together. So if you think about all the potential combinations of players that you could have, we picked 90 players over 11 weeks. And judging from our teams last week, I think we all just picked the same players. So this is just for the listener. You should know who you're dealing with when you listen to our advice. We're all doing the same thing, except clearly 3 of us are doing it slightly better than one of us. Do you want to be roasted first, or do you want some more fun?
What an offering.
Oh my gosh.
I told you I've got fun little tidbits.
Let's have the nice bit first.
Okay. Well, okay. Let's start with Sam. We've spoken about this before. Value for money, price per point. I have pulled some nice little stats so that I can tell you who is your best and least value for your money. And I can tell you that if we're talking about the top 4 clubs, sorry, Tottenham, if we're talking about the top 4 clubs, there is only one player from a top 4 club in this list. And I want to ask, they're from United. Who do you think is best value for money from United that makes this top 20 list that I've got of price per point?
Before you even said they're from United, my guess was going to be Anna Sandberg.
Bang on. Absolutely. She is worth, I don't like saying worth, it feels weird to say worth, but it basically works out to 0.109. So in terms of price per point, that is essentially, the lowest is 0.102 in terms of how much you're paying per point. So the lowest, can anyone guess who is best value for money, lowest price per point?
What about Freya Godfrey?
No, she doesn't even make top 20. She hasn't actually scored that. Kirsten Kasperai. Yes, she does actually. She makes it. Let me just count. She's
the number one's going to be someone from outside the top 4.
Second on the list, yeah.
Is it a defender?
No. I'll tell you the opposite, because I think this speaks to the entire purpose of why we built Aerial Fantasy. But the worst value for money in our game is Leah Williamson, who has a grand total of 1 point. And I can tell you that she is owned by, still having played 1 point's worth, she's still owned by 4.6% of people in the game. And that is the level.
What's that point, though?
That Leah Williamson loyalty is costing you so much money. The best value is Vignola. She is currently on. Yeah,
of course.
My next guess is going to be Holt.
She's third on the list. She is third on the list. So I think, Tom, that was a very wise call by you to bring her into the team. She is third. Kumagai is actually joint first with Vignola.
Oh.
She's had, I believe, 40 points, and she's 4.1 in price. Toka Koga is fourth, and Yanila Leitzig and Lisa Kopp are fourth and fifth and sixth. So that gives you a good idea going into the new season. Our beloved Beata Olsen is on that list, along with Kirsty Hansen, Sabrina D'Angelo. Nadine Nordum is a bit of an outlier because I think she had like a couple big point games. But she's actually also makes the top 20, as does Rachel Maltby, which didn't see that one coming. But if you are willing to take a risk, this could be quite a fun little thing. I'm sure we can post the list somewhere of people on our Instagram who want to take a dip into the best value players. So that's just a little bit about who's giving good value for money. And now I will successfully roast you.
This is people are going to skip the podcast to this point.
Yeah. So there were. Oh, okay. This was actually interesting. I thought we didn't really rate Arsenal that much as a group of four of us, three of which are Arsenal fans. Alessia Russo was picked once, and that was by Sam in game week 1, where she scored 5 points. The person who was only picked once that scored the most was Frida Mornham, who Tom picked in game week 1, and she scored 6 points. And apparently since then, we've just not really gone near that whole saga. But I do have a sort of breakdown of overall team loyalty kind of generally in the game, but I want to start with individual team loyalty. So let's go with Jacob, who's winning the league. Jacob, I feel like your team loyalty is very respectable. You've had 28 City players, 26 United players, and 23 Tottenham players. So your top three are looking, I would say, pretty decent. Arsenal's your fourth, and London City Lionesses is your fifth most picked team. And then there's a big dip before it gets to Chelsea. So I think you've trod the line well between playing the game and, knowing where you came from. Tom, you're a disgrace to the Arsenal name. They were your 8th most picked team in fantasy. You picked 22 City players, 21 Chelsea players, and 19 United and 19 Everton players. So yeah, we have to go through London City Lionesses, Tottenham, and Brighton before we get to Arsenal. So congratulations on that. I think you should hold your head up high. But last but not least, Sam, you are a Spurs fan. You have picked more Spurs players than any other team. You also, fair enough, Arsenal was your 5th most picked team, but yeah, Spurs, United, City, and Chelsea all came before Arsenal. So
I think who I've had from Spurs. I've had Klopp for a while, and I think I've had Olivia Holt for a while. Oh, I had
just
Vinberg
when you
as
think
well.
about your choices, every week you make choices, and we've been revealing them. In the spirit of fairness, I will also reveal mine as a complete glory hunter. I have picked 26 Chelsea players, 25 United players, and on equal 21 City players and 21 Arsenal players. So I feel like, yeah, I'm just like hunting for the points. I wasn't as keen on Tottenham as the rest of you. I picked a lot of London City Lioness players though, and Villa players, which clearly hasn't got me very far. I only ever picked 2 Leicester players, which maybe was my downfall, seeing as they've earned the most sort of value for money, it seems, this season so far. If you're interested in the game more generally, people are picking United and City pretty much equally most. And then it is Chelsea and Tottenham who are next. So in fairness, a lot of people are avoiding Arsenal at all costs, and they are down to 5th. So I think it's quite interesting, and I wonder if I think the teams that have the most solid starting 11s consistently are at the top. Chelsea and Arsenal seem to kind of fluctuate a little bit, and I wonder if that's because of no one knows who's going to start for the team. But yeah, so that's a little insight into our team league. Listeners for the second half of the season will have this in the back of their mind when they're listening to us, advise on who to put in their team. I thought that might be a little interesting bit. I think we've had a really good season so far, and there's been so many goals, so many interesting bits that have come out of visionaries and have come out of just obviously we've had a lot of injuries, new players coming into teams, so I'm really excited. And a shameless plug for our transfer tracker, which will be going on the app over the season, so season break, so you can see who's coming in, you can start planning them, putting them into your teams. And we'll also be doing all things pricing in the new year as well, so that will be a fun little thing. First up is Gopsa. I'm not sure, given how popular Tottenham is, maybe we'll have to put a premium on her.
4.5.
Yes, please.
I don't know if I'd take her anyway, to be honest, at the moment.
Do you think you would?
I think the same as Tom mentioned earlier, that she might not come in and start. She might come in and start straight away and be fantastic straight away, but
it's going to be like Vignola, hat trick on first go. That's what I reckon.
I could see it.
I think Lisa Kopp's a good shout to keep in. I think Olivia Holt's a good shout to keep in. I think Tucker Koga's a good shout to keep in. And then I'm sort of like, well, can I only have 3? Do I want to risk spending a lot of money on what I assume is going to be a lot of money? Or is that better spent elsewhere?
Have to wait and see.
That is the biggest praise for Tottenham season ever. I did not think I'd hear the phrase I can only have 3 Tottenham players in my fantasy team back in August. So fair play, Jacob.
Meanwhile, I've only got 2 Arsenal players and I'm considering getting rid of one of them.
Yeah. Well, you are Tottenham's biggest fan, so
yeah.
I feel like this is Jacob's prize for winning the first half of the season, is that we all get to just talk about Tottenham nicely for one episode and one episode only.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Tom just said fair play to me. It's not like I've done anything. I'm just supporting the
team. Listen, Jacob.
Jacob, at least you're supporting your team, because Tom definitely
exactly.
It's my head.
Right. Let's move on to a little game of Know Your Stat, because we've done a few fantasy sort of related rounds before, but this time I've got 3 fully fantasy related rounds that I'm going to throw at you. And once again, Sam has a chance to take a title in this game for the first time.
To finally win a match.
So
I looked after the last pod was the first ever Know Your Stat that I've played. And I looked, and I'm currently 19th out of 21 players. So I could really do with a win.
Yeah. You'd get visionary points though, Sam.
Yeah.
So I only have 3 rounds, so if it's a tie, you'll all have to deal with it, because we're not working with a league's worth of stats here. I have 3 rounds. Tom, I'm going to start with you. Would you like points, visionaries, or selection?
Points, please.
You'd like points. Right. I would like you to name any of the 123 players who have 20 points or less this season. And that excludes anyone with 0 points. So they do have to have registered at least 1 point on the board. But they must have 20 points or less. And we'll start with Tom, and then we'll go Sam, and then Jacob.
I was laughing for a second there because I thought you were going to say 123 top scorers. I was like, we're going to be here for a while. And then I was like, oh my gosh.
No, it's good. We're not going to be here for a while.
Yeah. I'm going to say Leah Williamson.
Well done. She got 1 point.
I'm going to go Maher Pacheco.
Maher Pacheco is correct. She has 14 points.
I'm going to go Lana Gunning-Williams.
Also correct, 6 points.
Rosa van Gool.
Correct, 14 points.
I'm going to go Sophia Jakobsen.
Ooh, 1 point only this season.
Charlie Grant.
She indeed only has 4 points. An example of a Tottenham player not to pick.
Eva Nystrom.
Yep, 4 points as well.
I'm going to go for Bografa.
Correct, also 4 points, and did feature in Tom's teams for a while.
Borba, the Arsenal keeper.
Also 4 points.
Emily Ramsey.
Yes, 9 points. I didn't realize she got that many points. She's got, yeah, fair enough.
Kim Little.
Kim Little is an incorrect answer. And I can tell you that she got 21 points.
I'm joking.
So, Sam's out. Jacob?
Kit Graham.
Kit Graham. Oh, 1 second. Yes, 2 points only.
The West Ham goalkeeper, Walsh.
Yeah, 1 point as well.
Livia Pang.
Olivia Payne. Yeah, 11 points.
Shalina Zadorsky.
Oh, how the mighty fall. Yep, she only got 14 points so far.
Faye Kirby.
Faye Kirby. Yeah, also 11 points. I'm slightly worried you're going to get all of them.
Amber Tiziak.
Yeah, she got 18 points.
Araya Dennis.
4 points. Jacob, are you just naming Spurs players?
Indeed.
They didn't get any points.
Hannah Silcock.
Yeah, she's only had 2 points.
Matilda Vinberg.
Matilda Vinberg is correct, but 18 points.
Lucy Parry.
Yeah, 3 points.
Martha Thomas.
12 points with thanks. Probably all of them came from Sunday.
Gemma Bonner.
Gemma Bonner is also correct. 6 points.
Maite Roz. I'm actually not sure on this one because she may have 1 or 0.
No, she does have 1 point. So that was very nicely played, Jacob.
Okay.
If
Gemma
you
Evans?
both if you get the next 2 right, I'm doing to under 10.
Oh
I'm
my
going to
gosh.
level it down. Gemma Evans is right. She has 9 points.
Lauren James.
Lauren James has 3 points. All right. You're too good at this. I want anyone under 10 now. 10 or under.
Okay.
I will allow. I'm going to have to rush you, Tom.
10 or under. Can I go Verena Hanshaw?
You can go for Verena Hanshaw, and I can tell you that that is incorrect. She had 13 points. So, Jacob?
Rachel Williams.
Rachel Williams has 6 points. So, Jacob, you have 1 round. Congratulations. I'm sorry, that was deeply hard. I could have gone on forever, to be honest, because there's so many of them. But I will note that Chloe Kelly is on that list. Sam Kerr is on that list of 20 and under. Lotte Moy is on that list. Grace Clinton. There's some big names in there who just haven't really. Kyra Cooney Cross
injured at the start, wasn't she?
Yeah. So
was Clinton under 10 or under 20?
No, she was under 20. She's on 16. So she actually has done fairly well for someone who I think has been out for quite a lot of it. The lowest, there are a few on 1 point. So Leah Williamson, we said Megan Walsh, Jenna Niswanger, Safia Middleton Patel. And then 2, you could have had Poppy Pattinson, Lucy Staniforth, Missy Goodwin, Sophie Bagley, and Ellie Roebuck as well. So there's a few
done, Jacob.
there. Well done, Jacob.
Yeah. Good start.
Okay, Sam, would you like visionaries or selection?
I'm going to go for visionaries.
Okay. I would like you to name anyone who has had visionary points twice or more this season. There are 42 answers.
42?
Yeah.
Didn't think you were going to say that many. I will start with your friend of mine, Bette Olsen.
That is correct. She actually is one of the top on the list. She's had visionary 5 times. Jacob?
Rebecca Knack.
Yep. She's been a visionary. She's returned visionary points twice. Tom?
Viviane Assaye.
Viviane Assaye is also correct. She has returned visionary points twice.
Hanoka Hayashi.
Yeah. She has returned 4 times as a visionary.
Shakira Martinez.
She is not on the list, unfortunately. Jacob, that is an incorrect answer. I think due to her goal scoring run, I don't actually think she ever made it to be a visionary. And if she did, maybe she just didn't do anything. But that is unfortunately an incorrect answer. So, Sam, I'll go to you.
It's Tom.
Oh, it's Tom, sorry.
No, you go ahead, Sam. It's all good.
Nice try.
Saki Kumagai.
Saki Kumagai is an incorrect answer. She has never returned as a visionary.
Wow.
She was on my list as well.
Wow. Okay. I thought she was 100% returned in that game. She scored twice, but yeah.
I'll double check for you.
No, don't worry. I'm sure it's not right.
Must have not been visionary by then.
She's quite. But I will tell you, she's as we stand, she's on 12% ownership. So she skyrocketed to fame quite quickly in aerial fantasy. So I know you called her before everyone else did, Tom, but I think the people have pipped you to the post there.
Is he the only other one I had written down was Rico Eki? Was that right?
Rico Oeki is a correct answer. She's returned 3 times. You could have had Alyssa Thompson. Could have had Julie Thibault, Oceane Deslandes, Olivia Holt, Jacob, your best friend, Carolyn, Noemi Mouchon, Alba Fagino, Caterina Macario, all been visionaries this season, Kelly Gargo, and have returned, which is quite an impressive list. Hinata Miyazawa as well, Kinga Shemek. There's some big names here. I suspect most of these are no longer going to be visionaries by the time it comes in January. So perhaps that won't be so helpful for anyone listening if they want to put them on their team. But anyway, all right, finally. Well, we have one to Tom, one. Was that right? No, one to Jacob, one to Sam. Jacob's like, no.
Jacob's like, no, I don't lose that much.
Right. We are going to selection. I would like you to name anyone with 10% or more selection. There are 41 on this list.
Bunny Shaw.
Bunny Shaw is correct. She is owned by... She's in 10th place, actually. She's owned by 26% of people.
Alessia Russo.
Number 1, 44.82%.
Well, seeing as you just told us that she was owned by 12% of people, I'm going to go for Kumagai.
Yeah, correct. She is on the list. And 12.11%. Quite far down that she's 33rd on the list.
Kasparai.
Yes, she is our second most owned defender. And she is owned by 31% of people.
Hannah Hampton.
Yep, in 4th place, 32%.
I will go for Ella Toon.
2nd place, that's 36%.
Jess Park.
Yep, she's in 11th place at 24%.
Melvin Mallard.
Yes, she's in 26th place at 14%.
Maya Letitia.
Yeah, she's very, very popular. She's owned by 35.99% of fantasy managers.
Millie Bright.
Millie Bright has fallen since last season, but she is on the list and she's owned by 12.58% of people.
Ornella Vignola.
Yep, she is at surprisingly 5th. She's owned by 32% of people.
She's 5th still.
Yeah.
Can I have Mariana Caldente?
6th, 31%.
Kirsty Hansen.
Kirsty Hansen is, she is 23rd and she's owned by 15% of people.
Katie McCabe.
Katie McCabe is obviously on the list and she's owned by 19.3% of people.
Carpenter.
Yeah, she's very high up. She's 8th on 29%.
Fallon Hollis-Joyce.
Yeah, she's literally next after Carpenter as well, and she's on 28%.
Aggie Beaver-Jones.
Aggie Beaver-Jones. Yeah, she is just below Bunny Shaw, and she's owned by 22%.
I've not got many left on my list now. I'll go for Miedema.
Yeah, 18%. She is 18th on the list.
Alba Fagino.
Fagino is unfortunately not on the list. She was previously a visionary, so let me just check where
she was on my list as well, so I'm glad.
She's owned by 7.8%, so she's nearly in the 10% club, but she is actually not on the list. So Jacob, you are out of this one. Tom, what's your response?
I'm going to go for, got a few names floating around. I'm going to go for Steph Catley.
Steph Catley is not one of the names you should have chosen. She is an incorrect answer, I'm afraid. Sam, do you need to give me one more answer? Yeah.
I've got two that I'm deciding between. I don't know which one to go for.
Well, you're gonna have
I don't
to
want to
go
say
quickly.
them out loud.
There's a timer. There's a timer.
Okay, I'm going to go for Freya Godfrey.
Freya Godfrey is a correct answer. She is owned by a whopping 19.28% of people and is the highest. One of 4 London City Lionesses on that list, but by far the highest. She's actually sandwiched between Maz Pacheco and Katie McCabe. So that's well done, Sam. Congratulations.
My first match win.
She was the other one that I was thinking of.
Oh no. Well, you pretty much got the top. We got the top 10. You nearly got the top 15, but you missed Anna Sandberg, who we spoke about.
She was my other one.
I had her down as well.
Oh no.
My last 4 was Sandberg, Godfrey, Catley, and Fagino.
I had Fox as well.
I dodged the bullets.
I had Fox as well.
Fox is also on there. Nadozi's on there. Elena Lette, Amanda Nilden is on that list. Yuri Hasegawa, Chloe Kelly, despite only having 20 points, is owned by 16% of people. Kira Walsh, Katinka Tamberg has got a clean 15%. Michelle Adjumang, Sam Kerr, Daphne Van Donselaar, Toka Koga, Yana Fernandez, very popular. Frank Kirby as well, just about makes the list on 10.36. So there's definitely some loyalty going on there. But congratulations, Sam, you did it.
I finally done it.
On Aerial Fantasy as well. I feel that's like poetic.
Yeah, I mean, my big thing is supposed to be about knowing about the actual WSL. The Know Your Stat we did about the actual WSL. I didn't win. But I'll take it. I'll take a win.
Welcome to my world. I meant to know the stats and facts, but I clearly don't. Well done, and thank you for indulging my little Aerial Fantasy rundown. I hope it's been enlightening for you. And I'll be providing updates of your own personalised team roasts by the end of the season as well.
I'm looking forward to it already. I need to like lock in more now so that I don't.
Yeah, I
get
know.
roasted
This
too
has been a
bad.
wake up call for me. I'm like, I've got to get on it. No, I've got to get on it. But yes, thank you very much, and congratulations, Jacob, again for being the league winner at this point in the season. As usual, I'm going for the second chance league. That's where I'm headed. Like, game's gone, move on, we go again. Perfect. Well, thank you very much, everyone, and thank you, listener, for listening in, and we will see you on the next one.